Hello there, let's talk about 3D printed threads. If you ever print a thread, you might notice that parts tend to bind together when they are straight out of 3D printer. You can of course post-process them a bit, but that's not really scalable and requires extra work, so nobody really likes it. This problem doesn't occur with smaller sizes, as there is less material to bind, and with use of force you can kind of squeeze them in. There are a few ways to approach that problem. First one, shave a little bit of material off the thread, so there is less material to bind. Just remember to not overdo it, so the resulting part has some contact points. Even then, it might not work though, depending on your 3D printer settings. The second approach is to model threads with different sizes. So for example, the inner thread will be modeled as 21 and the outer could be 22. In that approach, remember that the designations of threads must match. Although the sizes are different, the teeth depth must be the same. Such thread is ready to use straight out of 3D print bed. Although it's very slack, you can actually squeeze one part into another. When it's tightened, it behaves really well. There's an extra issue here that not every thread size is available, so you can run into a situation where bigger thread might simply not fit into the part. The third way is the most versatile one. You can simply use coil tool from Fusion 360 toolbox to model your own thread according to your own needs. This is the hardest and most time-consuming way of doing it, but gives you the most control over all the parameters, including distance between flanks, those angled parts of thread. Be sure to have a decent amount of distance there to avoid unnecessary binding. Also, to make your life easier, start with modeled ISO thread on counterpart and match your custom coil tool thread optically. If it looks fine, it should be fine, and it will save you a lot of calculations. This results in thread that is pretty tight, there is no binding, and it works straight out of 3D printer. Definitely my favorite here. And with that, I hope it helped you somehow, and thanks for watching.